Just watching people do the laundry out here, hanging up the clothes over there across the street. Anyway, I need to shave, man. I'm looking rough. Probably should buy some Gatorade so I can feel better. Put myself through a lot of torture. That's what it seems like. The torture of a rough life compared to the torture of corporate BS. I would take the torture of the rough life over the torture of the corporate BS. We're hanging around a bunch of butt kissers that are trying to get everything they want, and they're kissing some dude's butt, and he's like, you know, and he can do anything he wants, like he's a freaking king. Hope it's not too hot today for you out there. I appreciate it, Stephen. How's it going, man? How you doing? Stephen, wait. It's a joke. Okay, it's a bad joke. Sorry. Stephen, wait. Big Al in the Philippines. Good morning from, isn't it Kalinka? Or is it Kakinka? I think it's Kalinka, right? With an L? Kalinga. Oh, man. Because in that last live, I put, Kalinga, yeah. I put that somebody would win a prize, but they had to go to Kalinga to get the prize. I said, beautiful Kalinga, you have to pick up your prize. Anyway, yep, yeah, that was a stupid joke. As far as the heat goes, it was a lot. It was pretty nice last night. How about your place, Big Al, where you're at? How about over there where, Stephen, you're in Boston? How's the weather over there now? Y'all probably got great weather right now in Boston. But, yeah, it's been pretty cloudy out here. You know, I think we got a typhoon coming, if I'm not mistaken. Sunday? You hear about this, Al? I think I went to Mindanao, and I don't know if it's still coming up this way, though. It's been a couple of days since I heard about it. 88 today. That's pretty hot. I think it feels about 88 degrees out here right now. About 80, maybe 86, 87, something like that. Right now, and it's probably going to get over 88 today later. Maybe 90. Maybe 90s. I don't know how hot it got yesterday, but we had a cool breeze last night. It was nice and cloudy. We've been getting a little bit of rain. Yeah, and I've just been trying to recover from having that freaking cold amount of freaking energy. Anyway, how's everybody else doing? Enough about me. How you doing, Stephen? How you doing, Al? Appreciate y'all coming in. All right, man. I think I'm tired of shaving, man. I don't know if I'm going to shave or not. Maybe I'll just let it grow out and turn into Santa Claus or something for Christmas time. I think Big Al, you got the beard going on, right? Sort of like the Don Williams look. I like Don Williams. He's cool. Try to think of a good Don Williams song. Anybody know a good Don Williams song? I know this isn't a Don Williams song, but I'm gonna sing it anyway because it sort of reminds me of one of his songs. Just a good old boy. It's Waylon Jennings, right? Never meaning no harm. Been in trouble with the law since the day they were born. Making the way, the only way to know how. That's just a little bit more than the law allows. See what Big Al said. I see the comment. In panic mode, first time I got declined from my bank sending my monthly Social Security budget. I even called the bank 3 a.m. to verify my balance. I use Remitly. First time got declined from your bank sending the budget. Huh. Yeah, sending your Social Security. So I wonder why you're not getting your Social Security. I even called the bank to verify my balance. Okay. So why are they not sending the Social Security? Do you not know yet? Oh man, I use Remitly. I've never used Remitly. I use something I guess maybe similar to that, but I don't know. I mean, do you know why? This is not a financial channel. I'm not a financial advisor. There's my disclaimer. Don't like sue me for some kind of weird crap. Ay, ay, ay. Yep, she was out here. Had a girl out here. She was putting the clothes out here on the clothesline earlier. Looks like she finished it up. That's the most excitement that I've seen since I've been sitting here for like 10 minutes. Let me turn on all chats. Everybody should turn on all chats in your chat filter so you don't miss anything. Because the people that chat are more interesting than me. And Mick Jagger behind me. Mick Jagger with no face. So I was going to try to sing a Don Williams song, though. Let me think of a good Don Williams song. Got to call your bank again. I'll tell you something crazy that happened to me here in Manila not long ago, talking about money. Um, need to call your bank again tonight in open hours to find out why. Yeah, I guess they're closed. Is the bank you're talking about? Is it Remitly or is it? I don't think you're talking about. Let's see. Because it will mess up my signal. I guess somebody was trying to call. But anyway, yeah, Remitly. I don't think is the bank. I was out at a jeepney. I was at a jeepney the other day, and my little pouch that I keep some money and my bank card was in there too. I left it in the freaking jeepney. When I took it out of my pocket to get some change, I was rushing and somehow, I don't know if it fell or what, but anyway, as soon as I got out, I realized I didn't have it and the jeepney took off. Yeah, this is a couple of days ago, so I lost almost 2,000 pesos was in that pouch. So yeah, it sucks. But anyway, Social Security is going to be more than that, right? Because that's only about 30 something dollars. But Remitly is okay, no problems. But my debit card is not working. But card is good for more than 2 years. I would check on the security, make sure nobody's playing around with your account. I'm not a financial advisor, but that's what I would do is see if anybody's playing around with your account first. Um, and as far as your card not working, I mean, you should be able to get the app on your phone, right, to really quickly see if it's been frozen or any kind of problem like that. I will say I had this problem before where my card didn't work. Come to find out, I didn't know what it was because it was working every now and then. It would work, and then I thought it got frozen at one time. But anyway, it came to find out it was the chip. The chip was the problem. It just wore out. This bait card chip. What's up, Barbara? Hey, Barbara, how you doing? Of course, I remember you. Tansanili from Connecticut, right? Connecticut, I think. Uh, you don't say where you're from anymore. Anyway, hey Barbara, good to see you again. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. Trying to think, but yeah, my freaking debit card was in that freaking pouch. So as soon as I lost my card, I went on my app, touched my app, and I froze my card immediately. Immediately, in case somebody tried to use it like freaking 10 minutes after finding it. Yep, correct. Okay, Connecticut. Cool. Hold on, isn't Ozzy's New Hampshire? Ozzy's New Hampshire. You're Connecticut. And Ozzy was just in here, and my freaking signal went out, so I had to like get out of it. Anyway, be back later, my friend. Have a great day, and everyone in the room. Yeah, and yeah, do what you got to do, bro. Take care of your business. And I'm sorry to hear about your problem there. I want to know what happens. Give me an update. Send it to my messenger, cause yeah, cause I'm Maritis. Now I want to know because it's always good to know other people's issues in case you have any issues yourself. It could be that I know Mike and Venus. He had some kind of stupid problem. He had to go back over there to the U.S. to fix it, to fix his kind of issue that he had. Yeah, Mike. Sorry about your loss. Oh, I thought you were talking about. I'm like, who passed away? Yeah, I appreciate it, Barbara. Yeah, the freaking about $35, pretty much lost, and the card. Oh man, it really sucks about the card because when you're over here in the Philippines and you're trying to get a new card, that can be pretty tough. I have a friend that went through this problem and he got a new card basically by having it sent to an address in the US, which was his mother's address, and his mother sent it from her address to the Philippines. That's a pain in the butt because, for one, the expense that it costs to go from the U.S. to the Philippines. Did you lose your wallet? Yeah, I call it really a money pouch. It wasn't really a wallet. It was just a pouch that I had some money in. Had about $35 in it. Almost 2,000 pesos. Maybe close to $30 actually, because our conversion rate's been pretty high lately. It's been about 60, almost 62, close to 62 pesos for every dollar. Steven says, do you think you would have any trouble at the airport if you brought cash over at the airport and them taking it from you? No, no, I don't think you will. I would have it on me, I would have it on you as a person. They have these bags that you can put under your shirt and put money in. I actually got one, and the crazy thing is, even though I bought it, I never used it. You know, I don't really, it was my stupidity that I left the money on the public transportation. That was my stupidity. I don't know if anybody tried to take the money or anything like that. Um, I think it dropped because whenever I took my money out to get change to give to the driver, I think it dropped. And then I realized it as soon as I got off the jeepney ride. I realized it, but it was too late. I even tried to run. I was like running after the vehicle, but there was no traffic, so there was no way to stop the vehicle. All right. See you again soon. Going to try to get some rest. Yeah, I feel like getting some rest too, Barbara. You take care. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, I'm still feeling a little bit down or whatever, from the cold flu. I guess it's flu because I had a temperature and everything. Sweating out here right now. But yeah, it really sucked. I ain't gonna lie. Man. You always got to have a backup plan, though. In the Philippines, that's why I don't put my money in one spot. I keep money in that pouch that I had, and I got a new pouch now. But I always like put money here, there. Only shorts that I always wear. I always wear the same shorts. They might be different colors, but they're always the same. They have 6 pockets on these shorts, and they're deep pockets. So, see this here, the, the they're deep pockets in the back too. So, yep, you have a blessed night as well, Barbara. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you sleep wonderful, sweet dreams. Yep, and don't let the guy with the face back there freak you out. It freaked out Ozzy. He was like, "Man, that's freaky now, man. No eyes on that dude back there." I think it was Ozzy or Alan. It might have been Alan C. So I think it was Ozzy. But yeah, that dude reminds me of Mick Jagger. And then there's another one downstairs that reminds me of who the freak was it? I forgot the other singer. Anyway, let's do a Don Williams song. What's a good Don? Anybody know a good Don Williams song? So I can try to sing it. See, I remember one about my best friend. That's also Daryl Worley. You should try to eat a lot of garlic to kill that. That's a great idea. You are, yeah, any kind of infection, any kind of thing like that. Garlic is awesome. I had an ear infection one time. I put garlic in there and it got rid of the ear infection. But don't get it, don't like have it pushed down inside your ears. This is not medical advice either. I'm not a doctor. But yeah, you're right, Stephen. I need to eat more garlic. Yeah, give me some good old raw garlic. I can eat some freaking raw garlic. It's crazy. What's up, Ozzy? How's it going, brother? So the signal went out, bro. That sucked. Yeah, I had to restart a new one. Sorry about that, man. And yesterday, we did a live yesterday. And somebody in my live was talking about you. And she looked better than I look. How are you feeling today? I'm probably 92% better, I guess. 91.2% better. Anyway, yep. That young lady was like, "Where's my man, Ozzy?" No, she didn't say it like that, but she was talking about you, bro. Yeah. Mm, we might have a love match up in here. Oh man. I had Mary on one of my lives, pop up. I need to get that person up on here too. What's her name? Navy. Her name is Navy. Can you finish it? Anybody else? Can you finish it? Navy what? Navy blank. Let's see if anybody can figure it out. Just a good old boys, never meaning no harm. Been in trouble with the law since the day they were born. There you go. Navy woman. Somebody got it. The King Ozzy. She said that she thought you were a nice guy. That's what she put in the live. That's should be posted if you want to watch it. Anyway, I shouldn't say that because these freaking lives when people watch them, I make nothing from it. YouTube should be paying me for this crap. But my videos, my regular videos, I make some money from those. Anyway, I go to her live streams. Yeah, she told me you go to her live streams too. Yeah, she's a tough cookie. She's a good person. I mean, I don't know if she's the one. I don't know about that, but I think she's a hard worker. You can't deny that she's not a hard worker. I mean, she's in the Navy, right? Philippines Navy, I think, reserves, and she's constantly doing live streams and doing some videos and stuff like that as well. And she's a mother, and I think she's a good mother. I think so. I'm gonna say that you can't deny that she's not a hard worker. We just have to figure out, the rest of the story. and I and that's something you get to figure out, not me. Yeah, Ozzy. Ozzy might be over here before we know it. Did you get your plane ticket yet, brother? He's probably online buying a plane ticket right now. Yeah, definitely a hard worker. Yeah, you can think about stuff that could be bad. You could think about red flags and so forth, but you also got to look at both sides, and that's something we can definitely say. She, I think she may be a good mom. I don't know too good, but I see some of her postings. But postings are postings. Reality is reality, and social media is social media. So we don't know what reality actually is. But definitely give her the benefit of the doubt. I would definitely give it to her. Liz Guillaume, yo, I'm Mark. I'm in my main account. The other one was an alt. This funny man Mark? Hold on, this funny man Mark. Is this you? That's a wild name. Liz Kian. Hold on, which Mark is this? This might not be funny man Mark. This might be the cousin Mark, which he's a funny guy too. He's cool. There's two Marks I know that are pretty cool. The gold digger wife. Hold on. If you're Mark and you're a gold digger wife, wouldn't you be not Mark? You would be Marcia or something like that. Not really Mark. Did you get my email? No, I don't think so. I'll have to check. I'll check the emails out. Did you send one recently? Because I don't pay a lot of attention to it. you gotta let me know that you sent something because I really hate emails. I don't really want to know about how to grow my man things, my man hair, my man stuff. So I don't really check that kind of stuff. Anyway, no, my wife is a gold. Oh, that Mark. No, this is the other Mark. Oh, that's three Marks. I forgot about that Mark. Yeah, how you doing, bro? I think you had another woman the last time you talked. I've only seen you talk twice. First time was the trouble that you had. The second time, I think you said you were about to meet another lady. How you doing? I've just sent you one, but okay, yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check it out, Ozzy. Whenever I finish here, I can send you a reply if you're asking for a reply. I don't know. I'll have to read it and see what it says. That she said I get. Yeah, I remember the story. You're doing great. So tell me what's your update, bro? Good to see you, by the way. Nice to meet you. I appreciate you coming in and telling your story because it makes the lives interesting. For the people who don't know Mark, he had a woman that just wanted to run off with some rich guy that he's married. He's married to, right? And she wanted to run off and be with some rich guy and leave him and let him only have 40%. She said, we're going to split everything. Split's 50-50, right? Last time I checked. But her split was that she gets 60% and he only gets 40%. I'm really tired and fed up with all the female BS, by the way. But anyway, what's your update, bro? Ozzy says, I've sent a few over the past few weeks. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll check them out. Sorry about that, Ozzy. Yeah, I don't really check emails. I do it, but not much. Just every blue moon. Liz says, enjoying my life with another woman that's not a gold digger. There you go. Congratulations, bro. And I think you got a lot of both. I think you got a lot of gold diggers and you got a lot that are not gold diggers. And yeah, over here, it's like you can have someone super awesome in your life. And I'm talking about a friend, a guy friend or girlfriend or whatever. It doesn't matter about the sex. But they can be either super awesome or super bad. They usually don't have many people in the middle. They're either super bad or super awesome, usually. They're pretty extreme in, what do you call it? In extreme in emotional things. But anyway, congratulations, Mark. Your name might be her. Now that I think about it, you're so crazy about her. Anyway, never mind. It might be the gold digger wife. Let's see. My gold digger wife wants to come back because her rich guy left her. Yeah, of course. I had a feeling that would happen. And what did I tell you? I said if she's the one for you, then she'll want to come back to you. But you realized you might be the one for her, but she's not the one for you. So that's an awesome story, bro. That's awesome. Congratulations, man. Larry, good morning. How's it going, Larry? Good to see you again. How you doing? I'm using my wife's account. Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I saw the Liz. Anyway, you guys down in Bacolod? I know you said your family was over there. Is that where you met your new girlfriend? The same, close to your family? I'm still up here in Manila, by the way. And Guess I'll wind up going back to Mindoro, is what it looks like. But right now I'm in Manila. Either that or go back to the USA. I have to figure out if I can afford to stay in the Philippines or not. Yeah, bro, going to Manila someday with my wife. That'd be awesome, bro. Whenever y'all come, maybe we can meet up if I'm in Manila. I'm in Manila right now. I'm over, yeah, this is Makati. Yeah. Uh, this is not the busy, crazy party area of Makati. It's just a quiet neighborhood, chill neighborhood of Makati. Makati is huge. Aussie Eve is right now with her family down in Mindoro. And that's what I was saying. I might wind up going back there, or I might wind up getting on a plane and going back to the US. I have to reevaluate my situation to see if I can still stay here and how long I can do it. Some I have to look at every 2 or 3 months. Let's see, planning on going to my aunt's house in Pasig. I love Pasig. Pasig's very nice. Pasig, Ortigas. That's my favorite area, actually, in Manila. I like that better than BGC. A lot of people like BGC, but I like Pasig, Ortigas. I guess I call it Ortigas, actually, whenever I talk about it. Laguna is very nice, right? Laguna, yeah. Steven says, I would stay there. Man, I totally agree with you. I think the best decision is to stay here if I can, because when things get extremely tough, I think it's going to be very tough over in the US. People paying out of their butts for the places they live in, for the medicines. I mean, I got a friend over here. He's a diabetic. Y'all know him. Some of y'all know him, Randy. I mean, maybe I shouldn't have mentioned that. But anyway, he gets his medicine a lot cheaper here than over in the US. Oh, yeah, he allowed me to say it before, so I guess it's okay. Now that I think about it. Anyway, your services, if you have to go to a doctor, health insurance is going to be a lot cheaper here. I mean, everything's cheaper. But anyway, let me finish. I would stay there. I think the U.S. is going to take a major dive, and things are going to cost twice the price. Dude, can it get any bigger than it already is? It's insane. I mean, I remember I had a house over there that I bought at a good price. The value went way up. Houses were selling a lot higher than they were when I bought it. And that's how I was able to make some money, to sort of have a easier life. You know, that was part of it. That was part of the reason to do something like I've been doing. But the price like doubled in value. And so I bet you ever since I sold that place, it's probably doubled again. And now you're talking about it's going to double again. Man, that $120,000 house that I bought is going to be worth $1 million before you know it. I'm assuming you need to work if you go back to USA. Heck yeah, I definitely have to work in the USA. It's not that I have to work. I probably have to work 2 jobs or 3 jobs in the USA. Yeah, I'm gonna try to stay here. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. That's all I can say. Anyway, Steven says, I had to leave there. I would go to Cambodia. You could work as a teacher. I'll screenshot it. But I wonder if that's very easy and simple. You're talking about like in the public school system, work as a teacher. I tried to do an online teaching job here, and I didn't get the job. It was people from Korea. They were hiring, and they told me I was too old because I'm over 50 years old. They wouldn't even interview me. I have a master's degree in business. People I know that do that kind of crap don't even have a freaking master's degree. It's insane. Anyway, oh man, I'm getting too old for this shit. At least my YouTube channel is growing slowly. It's growing. At least it's growing. But yeah, Cambodia, I have to look into that. I'll try to do some research on it. I got to check emails from Ozzy. I got to research this. I've got to prepare some questions for some interviews I'm going to be doing soon. Have to put out another video tonight. So look for the video. Please watch it. If you watch it, like and hype, because hyping is supposed to help out, and it doesn't cost anything for you guys, to hype, to do a like and a hype. Appreciate everybody for being here. Thanks for the likes you've given. I was going to show you what's going on over here. We're being nosy neighbors. Some lady was walking out there. Let's see what else is going on. But yeah, it's not as hot as it was yesterday. It was sweating like crazy yesterday out here. I never could figure out a good Don Williams song. Anyway, Don Williams is such a chill voice. Um, I'm going to have to listen to some Don Williams today. What's on your playlist, guys? What's on your music playlist that y'all have? Any anybody? For me, I always have that Selling song by what's his name? Chris Cross, I think is his name. Chris Cross. Selling, yeah. And I have some Easton Corbin, which is a country singer, sort of sounds like George Strait. I hope you find happiness and success out there. Appreciate it, Fidel Torres. I appreciate it. Agnes and Phil Adventure. Looks like you have low potassium. You know what? I was thinking about trying to get some more potassium. And when you say that, why would you say that? Yeah, I need to. I need to get some Gatorade, some bananas. I know bananas don't have a lot of potassium in them, but still, I want some bananas anyway. I think your high potassium is going to come in spinach, I believe, some of the green leaves. Yeah, you're probably right, bro. Christopher Cross for me. Light rock. I don't know light rock. Hold on. You're talking about like rock music. Yeah, I like Christopher Cross, Selling. And the Arthur's theme. Yeah. Here's the thing. I am tired. I had a cold, Agnes. I had a cold, flu, temperature, all that kind of mess. And it like drained me. And it's been so hot too. I've been trying to drink water. But anyway, it's been tiresome. Yeah, I forgot. Come Monday morning, rock and roll. Stay away from coffee. You know what? I have. I haven't been drinking much coffee. Coffee has potassium in it, if I'm not mistaken. I think coffee has a pretty good amount of potassium, but it does dry you out too. It takes away the water stuff. But yeah. Anyway, I'm just recovering, basically. After I recover, I'll be fine. Everything's cool. Everything is good in the neighborhood. Any exciting news going on? I was just watching this one video about this girl over in the U.S. complaining, little spoiled rotten brat, talking about, I don't like to work 40 hours a week. I'm like, she's like 25 years old, and she's complaining about working 40 hours a week. I'm like, back when I was that age, I was working 40 hours a week and going to college at the same time. Yeah, these people nowadays, bro, tripping. Anyway, I'm just trying to think of something to talk about. So if y'all have something more interesting to talk about, please share. There's some news because I haven't really been keeping track of the news. I heard there was a typhoon over here in Mindanao. I haven't heard anything else about the typhoon. I heard it was a super typhoon too. Agnes says, "Oh, hold on." Fidel says, I heard about the building that collapsed over there. Bummer. Um, oh, I think there was one in Bantangas someone was telling me about. You know, when you look out here, I mean, I can look from this window and see probably like 70 buildings. You know, I always put everything in perspective. We're talking about big buildings, not even counting little buildings. But anyway, we're talking about maybe 70, 80 buildings I'm looking at out here and all this. And we, I don't like to fly, but I put it in perspective. There's thousands of airplanes in the sky, and you hear about one disaster from the airplanes, maybe one every month or two, or not even that really, probably every 2 or 3 or 4 months. So let's say about 4 times a year, say 500,000 flights. You know, let's just put it all in perspective. We got almost 200 million people over here, right? I think about 150 million people, something like that. But yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I was walking on these bridges yesterday that are old as crap, and there's tons of people walking on them. And I was thinking about that. I was thinking, man, you never know. But hey, take it day by day, bro, and just live your life. Go live your life. Go follow your dreams. Let's see. Agnes says if you drink excessive amounts of highly caffeinated coffee, it can lower your blood pressure. Lower your blood potassium levels. A condition called, oh, yeah, I've heard of this. Yeah. But yeah, I haven't really been drinking the coffee lately. Anyway, hi, I'm Callie. What's up, Callie? How you doing? Cash Cardi 8937. Anybody need a shout out for their channel? Just let me know. We got someone from Tibet in the chat. Awesome. How you doing, Tibetan? How are you doing? Yeah. Like I said, I'll be happy to help you guys out. If y'all have a channel, just let me know so I can shout it out. Because here's the thing, we live out here in these poor countries. A lot of people can't get jobs, so they do stuff like this. That's the reason I did it. I couldn't get a job out here in the Philippines, so I did this freaking YouTube thing. So these people can't get jobs and do stuff like this. They need to reach the level where they can make a little bit of money to help support their family, and that's why I want to help anybody that needs a shout out. Let's see. Ozzy, Cali, I remember you, Cali. Let's see. Tibetan, I drink a lot of coffee. Yeah, I think you're the first person from Tibet we've ever had that I remember. I do too, Ozzy. Normally I do. I haven't been lately though. But this week I haven't been drinking hard. I don't think I've had like 1 cup of coffee, maybe 1 or 2 cups of coffee this week, and that's it. If I don't have a coffee in the morning, I get a headache. Yeah, because your body's used to it. If you stopped, if you withdrew yourself from it, then you wouldn't have the headache. But yeah, that's your withdrawal symptom. Yep, K cup. I love some K cup. Yeah, yeah. I was trying to remember the Keurig cup that I used to get over there. It was the Gloria something, and it had like a caramel flavor to it. No, hazelnut. It had hazelnut. That was delicious. Oh my god. What's your favorite K cup, Ozzy? I even did decaf. You could do decaf. So you could drink caffeinated when you need it, but you could also drink decaf. Because I love coffee that much. Yeah. You know, I might be one of those weirdos. You hear those weirdos that marry a pillow, or they marry a tree, or they marry the I don't know, coat hanger. I would marry coffee. I love coffee that much. Green Mountain dark roast. Yeah, me too, man. I'm a dark roast fan. I'm not going to say Green Mountain fan. I don't know about that, but I'm definitely a dark roast fan. Yeah. Gojo, what's up? How's it going, Gojo? And Keurig, yeah, we have the Keurig machines over here. We have Nespresso. We have Nespresso stores, nice fancy Nespresso stores, nice fancy Rolex watch stores, nice fancy Lamborghini stores. We have it all, bro. You are at the airport, Gojo? Okay. What are you doing at the airport? Big John Taylor, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Good to see you again. Now, Gojo, where are you at? Where are you from? Because I've seen you in here a couple of times, but I don't know much about you. Where where are you living? I'm living out here in the freaking heat. I can tell you that. Big John, go get some sleep. A big man got to get some sleep. All right, Big John, take care, man. Steven says, "What's the cost for a large iced coffee where you are?" Well, yesterday I got a cup of coffee, and it's going to vary, of course. You can go to some fancy places, like in the malls or Starbucks. Starbucks are everywhere. But the place that I was at yesterday, I got a hot cup of coffee, butterscotch mocha coffee is what I got. And it was 95 pesos. I normally don't spend that much on coffee. 95 pesos is about $1.50 for that hot cup of coffee. Normally, I spend a lot less than that, but I decided to try it. And so $1.50. Now the ice version is going to be about the same. Yeah, large ice coffee, and it was large. It was a large size. So I'd say it's going to be about $1.50. Yeah, the same deal. What's that up there? Just a loose wire. Anyway, yeah, about $1.50. Now, if you go into a Starbucks and get a large iced coffee, um, I'd say it's going to be about $3. Yeah, maybe 3.50, something like that. Yeah, I mean, there's people that spend a lot of money on coffee over here. But I usually go to a 7-Eleven and I'll get a hot cup of coffee, large, for about $1. It's normally what I spend. Oh, yeah. People spend money on coffee like crazy here. The coffee shops are everywhere. And they are living life over here, bro. These people, they drive nice cars. You've seen the cars they have here. And they go meet their dates for coffee. And poor people can't drink coffee. Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, you could do what a lot of the poor people do. There's a machine, Ozzy. There's a machine, Ozzy, that some of these drivers go to that they only put like 5 pesos in the machine, and it makes a small cup of coffee. 5 pesos is like 10 cents. It's like a dime. So, but I think some people like to flex with their coffee. Like they like to flex with their muscle cars or whatever. We have coffee flexers over here in the Philippines. I hate spiders. Dang, spiders. What is spider at? Anyway, uh, yeah, I think McDonald's is going to be probably about $1.50 for a cup of coffee there. Yeah. How much is my rent? My rent I'm paying here is about $375, including everything. It's including the place, the electricity, the the water, the internet, everything. Even Netflix is included. For $375, about $375 after you convert it. We just caught a Philippines tarantula. Where is it? Hold on, I don't know what you're talking about. There's a tarantula in there? Really? Really? I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Where's it at? I hate spiders. Dang. Do you have? I was talking about those wires. That's what I was talking about. The wires. Yeah. Is that what you're talking about? Hmm. I haven't seen a tarantula in the Philippines yet. I haven't seen one yet. Anyway, no, he said he just caught one. Oh, okay. Okay. Chris. Oh, this is Chris Patterson. Hey, how's it going, Chris? Really? That's awesome, bro. I guess. Awesome, good, awesome, bad. Both. Um, do you have K cups here? Yeah. Yeah, they got K cups here. And a lot of things you can't find in the stores, you can buy it online if you want. That's like Michael that comes in here from Virginia. He was looking for some those goldfish. Can't they're not in the stores, but he can still buy it online. It's available online. So. But anyway, yeah, I've seen places that sell K cups, but you're probably going to need to be in the big city to get them. Either that or just go online. A lot of people just go online. Ozzy's laughing at that tarantula thing, I think. Anyway, Larry says, "What area do you live in? How far is it from Makati and BGC?" Larry, right now, I'm not going to be here too long. I mean, I haven't decided where I'm going to be at next week. But right now, I've already paid for this place for about a week, and then I'll figure out what's next after that. I might have to live out in the streets or something. Who knows? But anyway, this place here is actually in Makati, and it's only like a 10-minute walk to BGC. It's a very great location. I did a video about this place. If you saw the video where it's about $400 to stay at, because they got different rooms available. So you can get a room for about 400. The room I got right now is about 375. And then there's some other rooms available that are cheaper. I think there's maybe something a little bit cheaper, you know. But anyway, the other one that's cheaper, I think you have to sleep with other people in the room. But if you want to be by yourself in the room, start about 375, like I'm paying. Okay, Jerome Davis says, hello, do you remember me again? What's up, brother? How you doing? Yeah, I remember you from yesterday and the day before. How's it going? Ozzy says, I used to drink Dunkin' Donuts. What did you do? Put the donuts in the blender and just blend them up, and then you would drink them? But it started tasting like chip. I'm messing with you, Ozzy. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts coffee. You know, that Krispy Kreme coffee, I think, tastes better than Dunkin' Donuts coffee now. I used to drink some of the Dunkin' Donuts coffee too. And then if you're over here, check out Jayco coffee, because I think they do donuts and they do coffee. And I think their coffee is the best that I've had anywhere. But it is going to cost you about $2 for a large cup of coffee. You know, that's why I never go there, because it is about $2 for a large cup of coffee. But their donuts are fantastic. They have a huge variety. Just as good as Dunkin', better than Dunkin', in my opinion, as far as the donuts and the coffee go. Am I doing Airbnb? No, I'm not. No, watch the video. It's a hotel. It's called, the hotel is called District Inn in Makati. It's this is the neighborhood. This is considered a middle class neighborhood. It's pretty quiet, it's pretty chill. But if you want to go to the nightlife, it's about a 15-minute walk that way. And BGC is about a 10-minute walk this way. Actually, no, the nightlife is probably longer than that. It's about maybe 25, almost 30-minute walk as far as walking. The train is about 15 minutes this way. So train's about 15 minutes this way. The nightlife is about 30 minutes that way from Makati. And then BGC is about 10 minutes this way. So it's a great location. And when you jump on the train 15 minutes from here, you can, you know, just go around Manila and Quezon City and Ortigas and Pasay, a lot of different places, Taguig, all that kind of stuff. How you doing today, Jerome, Larry, everybody? If I didn't say how y'all doing, I'm saying it now. I'm gonna have to get some water and some potassium, like someone told me. This looks like you need some potassium. Yeah, I think you're right. Which means I will lose some signal. Anyway, we've been at about an hour, so I'm going to close out here in about a minute. I do want to thank everybody for your support. Ozzy, appreciate you big time, bro. I'll check out the emails as soon as I get to the room. And thank you for moderating. It's a pretty easy job nowadays. Anyway. Yeah, I need my beauty sleep. All right. All right, brother. We're going to do a countdown. Y'all take care. 4, 3, 2, 1. Peace.